You hear that? Shh, listen. You know what that is? That's the sound of die-hard WWE fans coming at me with their pitchforks and knives. Death to the Alyx man! Cause I'm back up here to rant once again on WWE. In particular, Monday Night Raw. Because why not? It's what I do. I come up here, make YouTube videos talking about how bad wrestling is, hoping that it'll change something, but it never will. But it's cathartic for me. You read the title? Let's talk about the WWE Universal Championship. Because we won't just call it the World Championship. We rule the universe. We're gonna call it the Universal Championship. Let's be real. When we first heard that name, we all had the exact same reaction. What the hell? Why would you call it the Universal Championship? Just call it the World Championship. The Raw World Championship. Or at least call it the WWE or World Heavyweight Championship. Something like that. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. But WWE likes to complicate things. I'm sorry. It's been... August is when they debuted it, right? SummerSlam. 4 months. And I'm sorry, it's already a bust. This championship is crap. Now, the reasons I am going to give you, some of it is not WWE's fault. A lot of problems with the Universal Championship, it's something that they can't control. It's out of their hands. It's something that they have to deal with. But other than those problems, a majority of the issues are their fault. Let's talk about the problems that they can't control. The draft really does hurt their plans of making this championship matter, because having two championships, world championships, is never good. Because there's always going to be that one championship that means a lot more than the other one. And I'm sorry, nothing is going to be more important than the mainstay WWE Championship. World Championship. Now, this reincarnation of the belt has a new history, but even with that history, you had CM Punk, who had the longest reigning WWE Championship reign in the last 3 decades. Then The Rock. Then John Cena. Then Brock Lesnar. Then Seth Rollins, who was a very weak champion. I'm sorry, I like Seth. He's a great talent. But he was a weak champion. Then they gave it to Mr. Roman Reigns. And then Sheamus. Psh, screw Sheamus. Then we got Dean Ambrose. And then we got Mr. AJ Styles, who beat John Cena clean at SummerSlam. So, when you have that lineup of wrestlers holding a belt, you can't top the credibility of that championship. And so they bring in the Universal Championship, and we're now supposed to believe that this is the most important belt in the company. It can't be. It's impossible for it to be the most important belt in the promotion. Not when you're going up against the WWE Championship, which has all those names I just mentioned. But then you also have the fact that Finn Balor, who initially was going to be the long-standing Universal Champion, because Kevin Owens was not the first guy to win it. It was Finn Balor. He got hurt. And I think, and this is just how I feel, I think WWE had every intention of making Finn Balor a long-standing Universal Champion. He was going to be the one that fought everybody and beat all comers. And gave that belt some credibility. I think they really relied on Finn Balor to do just that. He got hurt. It happens. People get hurt in wrestling, especially with WWE schedule, which is their fault. But, you know, people get hurt. It's a natural part of being in the wrestling business. And when it happens, you have to do what you can to pick up the scraps and run with whatever you have. So those two things, I can't really put the fault on WWE for. That's just something that they were going to have to deal with when they brought in the Universal Championship. It's still bad. It still hurts the belt's credibility. But that's not their fault. What is their fault is what I want to talk about in this video. And that is the horrendous booking of this belt while it's been on Raw. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually found a belt that is worse off than the spinner belt. Is it as bad as the Divas Championship? No, it's not that bad. Divas Championship is, oh my god, crap. But Universal Championship is awful, awful. First off, the belt design. I know you guys hate that this has been drugged into the ground, but the belt looks like crap. Can we stop for 1 minute and talk about the horrendous designs of these championship belts? The tag team titles, I am just, I am someone that has grown to tolerate it, but I'm sorry, if we can get new belts anytime soon, that'd be nice for the tag teams. The Cruiserweight Championship looks bad too. I don't even know why they didn't bring back the old Cruiserweight Championship. The old Cruiserweight Championship looked great. Get that belt design back. And then on top of that, we have the craps of all craps. I'm sorry, it looks like a woman's period. And it has the most laziest design out of everything else. All they did was take the WWE Championship and just turn it red. Because Raw is red. It's so unoriginal. It's so stupid. And from day one at SummerSlam, you had Brooklyn, the crowd itself, crap on it. They chanted that belt sucks from day one. So already, it has a bad reputation. It already has a bad rep from the get-go. And then you have Kevin Owens win the belt. And I am someone that was hopeful, that was happy that Kevin Owens winning the belt would mean something great for the championship. What ends up happening over the next 3 months? Kevin freaking Owens gets booked as something he should never have been booked as. A cowardly chicken heel. I don't understand why WWE is so fascinated, so obsessed with booking their heel champions the exact same way. Most of them, if not all of them, are the same coward heel. They always need help to win their matches. On every defense, someone or something is interfering in that match to help them win. It's one thing to cheat, like AJ Styles. He goes outside the rules to keep his belt. That's one thing. But the thing is, he helps himself. He himself wins the matches. He uses his athleticism as well as his mind and intellect to win his matches. Kevin Owens, most of the time I've seen him fight with that belt, had Chris Jericho, had the Authorities help. He has won his matches in a way that makes him look weak. And he shouldn't be looking weak. This is the same guy who ripped the NXT Championship away from Sami Zayn, beating him by KO. Love that pun, by the way. But he beat the holy hell out of Sami Zayn so much that even though Sami Zayn did not want to be pinned, he forced that championship off of him. And then had a long run with the NXT Championship where he didn't need to cheat. He beat his opponents clean. This is the same guy that did that. He beats John Cena clean, but then he can't have a clean run with the Universal Championship. What is going on with WWE? Why would you book Kevin Owens like this? This doesn't just hurt Kevin Owens. It hurts the belt. Why would you want a champion, especially a heel champion that looks this weak? Oh, Triple H needed help. Ric Flair needed help. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. They had help every once in a while. But most of the time, they won their championship matches by themselves. By themselves. Did they cheat? Yes. But they didn't have help. But that's the legacy we are creating with the Universal Championship. Nobody gives a crap about this belt. No one gives a crap about this belt because of how it's being booked. Not just that, the people going after the belt. There is nobody going after this belt. Like, who has competed for the championship other than Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins? I'll wait. I guess I'll put Big Cass in there because he was in the Fatal 4-Way. Finn Balor, sure. So let me get this straight. We have about 30, give or take, male wrestlers on Raw's roster. And out of all of them, we can only get 5 people to go after that belt. I get that not everybody can go after the belt, but there's gotta be more than 5 people gunning for a freaking belt. Come on now, you have too much of a roster to just have the same 5 people going after the freaking belt. Back in the day, and I know people hate the Attitude Era, but I have to bring this up. I might even go to the Ruthless Aggression Era. But when Austin was champion, we had Undertaker, Kane, The Rock, Triple H, Mankind, Big Show, Ken Shamrock. And then for the Ruthless Aggression, let's start with the SmackDown Undisputed Championship belt. Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, Edge, Undertaker, Booker T. You don't want to hear this name, but Chris Benoit. And then if I go to Raw, Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, Edge again because he went from SmackDown to Raw, Kane, Rob Van Dam, freaking Scott Steiner. So many people were gunning for the World Championships. It wasn't the same freaking people all the freaking time. And when they had someone else go out, they pushed someone else up to go for that belt because that is what everybody wants. Everybody wants the top prize in the business. Everybody wants to be a world champion or the Universal Champion. That's what makes it important. Freaking Hardcore Holly got a world championship shot. I don't get that feeling with the Universal Championship. It doesn't feel like people want to move up or are killing themselves to get a shot. They're happy with where they are on the card. Nobody's fighting to get that belt. Nobody's killing anybody. Nobody's sacrificing anything to have that belt. It's just a belt. It's not a championship title. It's a belt. A red belt that looks like a woman's period. And I know that someone is going to say, but Alyx, man, how can you say that? The talent are putting their bodies on the line to make that belt mean something. I know, but that's what makes it even more frustrating. You would think a company that has perhaps the greatest roster out of any wrestling promotion, that includes NXT, you would think they would go out of their way to make sure all their champions and their championships are booked with purpose, are booked with meaning, are booked to mean something and be something special, not just for the people watching at home, but for the talent holding them. And they're not doing it. And here comes Finn Balor and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens killing themselves to make this belt mean something, and the company is pissing on it because they're not doing what they should be doing to make it feel special. Bad booking ultimately has made this belt a bust. And quite frankly, at this point in time, the only way this belt will mean something is if it does get a legitimate run. Someone has to come in with credibility and give it a long run, give it some story, give it a reason to mean something, sacrifice yourself to keep it, do something for it to even get close to being the top championship in WWE. And it's not. It is not the most prized possession in the company. That's still the WWE Championship. But on top of that, the Women's Championship, Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship, both feel more important than the Universal title. Even the United States, with the way they've been booking it, I'm sorry, but even the United States Championship feels more important than the Universal Championship. I have to echo what Daniel Bryan said on Talking Smack. The fact that the Universal Champion hasn't gone one defense without having someone help him is ridiculous. It makes that belt a piece of garbage, and it makes the guy wearing the belt look weak. I'm sorry. Come at me. Come at me with your dislikes. Come at me with your anger and your rage. I want to hear how you defend why this belt is actually something I should care about. Tell me. Hey, people in the business, come at me. You make your response. I want to hear what you have to say about this piece of garbage belt that nobody even wanted. I miss the days of the good belts, the good belt designs. The Winged Eagle belt is one of my favorite belts of all time. I love that belt. But it has prestige behind it. People killed themselves to have that belt. The United States Championship belt looks great. The IC Championship looks great. I miss the good design belts. Can we please get somebody in WWE to bring back good designed belts? And do me a favor and learn how to book your champions. Because you already ruined the Universal Championship. Can it be fixed? Yeah. but it's gonna take a while. If this is the first time you've watched me, please subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, like the video, and help get this video more views, and buy the t-shirt if you have not. Guys, 2016 is coming to an end, and the end of the year awards is not too far off. Stay tuned for more content in Alyx Man's world. Now hit my music!